Good morning. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing today? It's Friday. Friday. It is February 9th, 2018. Hi, Nikki.
Morning.
How you doing?
All right, how are you?
I'm doing good. It's a new day.
Yep, it's Friday.
Yeah, it's
I woke
Friday.
up.
It's Friday.
I woke up to an $8 offer this morning. I made an $8 sale. Woo!
Hey, that's good. That's good.
I'd much rather wake up to $100 sale.
Well, yeah,
These
like
are
they say
only like
though.
$8 items. I mean, they're multiple quantity. They're not, you know,
Yeah,
not high end items. So,
right.
yeah.
That's okay though.
Look at them. Go lay
Those are
down.
easy to list. And
Yeah.
good morning, Bridget. You're first this morning, Bridget.
Well,
Hank Allen Cash, Sherry, Grandma Magic Classics. You like my Friday shirt? Check that. Check out the shirt.
oh, there you go.
Get it. Hank Allen Cash, like your Friday shirt. Get them cha-chings. That's right.
Yeah.
Steampunk Town. Welcome, welcome. Thanks. You can get that shirt. I'll get the link and I'll put it in here for y'all.
Yeah. Um,
Um, let's see. Hank says, I'm better able to move this morning. Night before last was in tears from the pain. I couldn't move.
oh,
Poor thing. Well, I'm hoping you're feeling better. She said, light pain in neck and shoulders. Man, did you ever make it to the chiropractor?
sorry.
You're fine. Let me see if I can find that shirt. Yeah, I had a sale this morning too. I sold a. These are actually pretty good things to sell. It's a Ultra Sling Dawn Joy.
Yeah.
Those slings are really good.
Oh, yeah.
The slings and the leg braces.
Yeah, the braces are awesome. And those boots too.
The
Those
boots, yeah.
walking boots, yeah, those are good too. Those sell every time they sell for me.
Yeah, I always try to pick those things up. Of course, I've had that sling for a while, and it's been listed, so
Usually the
I don't
braces
know.
for me sell pretty fast.
Yeah, I want to say I think I have a boot,
Yeah,
and
I don't sell stuff.
yeah, it's been listed for a while, but that's the thing is a lot of those items you just have to kind of put, um, list them, and sometimes they're long tail, and you just, as long as you're keeping them in your store, then somebody can come over and buy it. So, um, okay, I put the link for the shirt. Let me see if it even works. Yeah. Oh no, it doesn't. Sorry. Actually, over in the reseller squad, there's a post by Tessa, and she lists the shirt there. So you can go over there and click on it, and it'll take you right there. So let's see here. What's going on? Oh, okay. When I loosened it up yesterday, I was like, this is what Hank said. I got this. I'm planning next week to hit up Cairo so he can slowly get me back aligned without me being in pain when I'm there. Yeah. I don't know how you do it. I was having some pretty crazy pains last night too, but I feel pretty good this morning. It doesn't. I'm not having any problems. So. Grandma Magic Classic says I finally sold something last night on auction, but they haven't paid yet. That's what I don't like about auction. Is sometimes they sit on it for a little bit. Really wish they would just put like a on all sales. Everything should be paid right away.
Yeah.
I know there's circumstances and things happen and sometimes there's those circumstances where you can't pay or whatever, but I mean I wouldn't go on eBay and look for something to buy. If I needed something, look for something to buy and then not pay for it. I mean, that's just, to me, that's like going to Walmart and saying, "Hey, can I pay you next Tuesday?" They're not gonna go for that. Well, you can come get it next Tuesday then. So I don't know. It just don't make no sense to me. If it don't make sense, it don't make a dollar. Now that's a good shirt. Um, Hi.
Hi, Sally.
How you doing?
I'm tired.
So like you should go back to bed or go to bed.
Yeah, I haven't been yet.
Maybe you need to go.
Yeah.
I will in a little while.
Eventually.
Get out of here, Sally. We don't want to talk to you today. You've had a nap. Just kidding.
Sure. Morning, Hank. Morning, everybody. It's cold this morning.
Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah. Snowing.
Is it snowing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Sadie says, there's trouble. Good morning, Sally.
Morning, Mr. Sadie.
Yeah, there's a big...
Michelle to shut up. She's like, good morning. Happy Friday. Shut up, Michelle. It's too early. I'm gonna tell her. Shut up, Michelle.
Oh my gosh. Bridget said I had someone make me a $475 offer on something I accepted. And now 2 days later they say they can't get it because something about their customs UGG or something. That's crazy. Ding!
Ding.
Ding!
Stop blowing up the chat. It's so funny because, like, sometimes at work I'll turn my internet on just to see what's going on or whatever, or or like if I have to, you know, check my email for something or whatever. And you guys have been talking. There was this one night where there was like 300 messages on my phone. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
Ding, 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 da ding, da ding, da ding.
If my my old tablet, before I had internet on my tablets, whenever I'd go to like hit Wi-Fi, because I didn't have Wi-Fi at home at the time. So anytime I'd like go to my dad's or like the hospital or somewhere where there was Wi-Fi, all of a sudden my tablet would go cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. You know? I mean, it couldn't even make the whole cha-ching sound over and over again. There were so many of it.
Oh, I know.
Catching up.
It's like stuttering.
Holy crap. Like, I wish I just had that many sales.
A remix.
Yeah, that's what it was like. And then you'd hear Facebook messages and you'd hear this notification.
Yeah, usually
I like
when I
it
would
when
get
the eBay cha-chings do that.
my other phone, when I would, because I wouldn't have internet out and about, but as soon as I drove into the driveway, my phone would start going off like that. Crazy.
Yeah, mine does it too.
Crazy.
Crazy.
It's a long night.
Well, you didn't get much sleep. I know you didn't.
No. I didn't go to sleep until about 6:30.
Oh my gosh, Sally. You're spanking for that.
I couldn't sleep. I was in bed.
But you couldn't sleep?
I'd put my mask on, then I'd take it off. And put it on, take it off. I just toss and turn, and I just could not relax.
Well, that sucks.
Well, you know, it had a lot to do with I was here by myself.
Right.
Which I'm never here by myself.
Right.
And so that's a big thing for me. Like, I mean, I could be by myself, but it's not normal for me to be by myself.
Right.
So I was just like, you know, thinking about stuff, and Brandon was gone. Just, you know.
Sounds like a spanking to me.
I did not do it. It wasn't my fault.
You say so.
I think I'll sleep very well tonight or today.
Yeah.
Why not says I changed my son's ringtone to a cha-ching to drive my husband crazy. He would get excited thinking we had a sale finally. Had to change it.
That's funny.
Hank says, hey, whip out the paddle. Let's do this proper. That's right.
I didn't do nothing.
You didn't sleep. But I understand. Yesterday was actually a very productive day. I was pretty
It
surprised.
was
I got
for me
20
too.
in. I didn't get 40 in, but I thought, well, as long as I get my 40, that's the minimum. And then what else did I do? I put all my inventory away, so that's all done.
Oh,
And then I did a what do you call it? Unboxing video. I got that done. That was pretty much it.
that's good though.
But it was productive. It was a good day.
Yeah, I actually got a lot of listing done yesterday. I mean,
You had quite a few when you said how many you had. I was surprised. I
yeah,
was like,
and then
man.
and I didn't even put them all up at that time. I put some up later, so I think I got about 18.
Nice.
And then
That's very
I
good.
listed 4 this morning, so
Very good. I like it.
now I just need the sales
Yeah.
to go along with it.
I had 4. I had 4 yesterday. Last night I had 4, and it was 2 of them were things that I had listed yesterday.
Oh
So that
wow.
was cool. That was good. So
Yeah.
pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, we're supposed to just get a little bit of flurries, but we've already got like 2 inches. And
Oh,
then,
really?
but Lansing is supposed to get between 4 and 8 inches.
Oh.
And Detroit is supposed to get between 8 and 14 inches.
Oh, wow.
So they're going to get hammered.
Yeah.
And today they're having sled races.
Well, be enough
on
snow.
the lake.
Should be enough snow for all that, right?
Oh yeah, but it's on the ice. They clean the ice off, and so it's clear,
Right.
and they they do the snowmobile races on there. Excuse me.
Oh.
There was this lady that came in the store last night, and she's from Ohio, and she said that she rode a snowmobile for the first time yesterday on one of the smaller lakes back here. It's only like 2 miles from my house, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a little lake, but there's like a whole community surrounding it,
Mm-hmm.
surrounding this little lake, and so she said it was her first time riding yesterday, and she fell through the ice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That
She
would
said
be my
never.
first and my last.
Yeah, she said never again.
Oh
She
my
said I was all the way in except for my neck. Like the only way I didn't go through the ice completely is because of my helmet.
Mm.
But I was just
Wow.
dangling by my helmet.
Jeez.
I was like, no, thank you. I couldn't handle that cold. I think I'd probably die.
Yeah, just from the cold, that would be rough.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are going to get hit hard down there, Mary. Yeah, if you need anything or if you need to go anywhere, you need to get it done now because you're not going to be able to go anywhere later.
Go get your milk and bread.
Better go get your milk and eggs and bread so you can make some French toast for dinner. Yep, Southwest Michigan, they're calling for 14 inches.
Jeez. Is that today?
Oh, yeah. It's been snowing here since probably 5.
That's crazy.
I just can't get warm. I'm freezing.
Oh, by the way,
I know,
guys,
I should have some coffee too.
What, Nikki?
I forgot to tell you guys I have heat.
You do?
Oh,
do.
good.
Yay!
That's good.
That is awesome. I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's sunny
Yep,
here
you don't
today.
need to be without that.
No. Up here, no.
Morning, Turtle Trader.
Well, I'm glad that you
Morning,
have heat.
Turtle Trader.
That's very important. All right.
I should call up the show so I can see the chat. Hi, Lori.
Morning, Lori.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody this morning?
I'm doing.
Oh, plugging along. Legging along.
Oh, I'm plugging. It's just at a slug rate.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I know that it's not going to be. We're supposed to get snow tonight and tomorrow, I think.
I know they were
So,
talking
but
this
it's
morning about
not-
Chicago getting hit.
So,
Chicago's supposed to get like 10 inches or something tonight. I was like, I hope they don't come this way. I've had enough of this white stuff all over the ground.
it's
Yeah.
been a very weird winter.
Yes, it has.
I want to be done.
Don't we all?
Sorry.
No, go.
Sherry McD wants to know how your auction went last night.
Oh, it went pretty good. Went pretty good. Yep. I can't see the chat for some reason. My YouTube won't open, so I'm waiting for it.
It didn't go very good for me, though.
Yeah,
I think 4 or 5 items, but one movie I didn't get that I wanted.
I think it was Chet snuck in there and snaked you out of that one.
That was like, out of all the stuff I got, I mean, I got the other stuff for my daughters. That is the only thing that I wanted.
Well, if I find another
Everything
one,
else
I
was
will.
for my daughters.
It was the 5. It wasn't the 5 movie set with
Yeah, Yeah, with Shawshank Redemption. I want it because of Shawshank Redemption and The Fugitive.
If I come across it, I will get it and I will send it to you. Because I'm probably going to look for some more DVDs this week because they sell them at the nursing home there to help, and the money goes to the nursing home, and they donate them to that, and they're brand new. I don't know where they're from, but I get them, and everybody's been buying them, so the money I pay goes to help the nursing home. So, but if I come across another one, I'll get it and I'll send it to you.
Well, I pay for it.
Huh?
I do have a suggestion though.
What's that?
Well, maybe I should do it off air. Well, huh?
I don't care. Go ahead, shoot.
Oh.
I'm open for all suggestions.
Because like when I was bidding on the movie, somebody put a quarter, and I came in and put $1.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you should let people. I don't know. Let people bid what they want to bid. I suppose.
I'm thinking about.
I just like another movie. Some other lady, she was going to bid $5, and then
yeah, I
was like, you can't do that.
I'm thinking about going that route. So I just want to see how it's going to go because next week we're going to do where I just hold it up with a timer and you got so many minutes to bid on that particular item, and then we'll move on to the next lot. So I'm just kind of, I'm testing the waters to see what works.
Yeah, I understand. It was just a suggestion.
Oh yeah, and I've had others tell me that they would like to, be able to do like a real auction where you say who wants to give me $1, give $1, and somebody says $2, something like that. So, I just don't know how confusing it's going to be in the chat doing it live like that, but we'll find out. So
yeah, no, just a suggestion.
Oh yeah, and you're not the only one that said that. So I mean, that's why I'm taking all the advice I can get and suggestions I can get, and then trying to come up with the best solution for everybody. So, but it was fun. We had one issue with another DVD. It was a last second bid. I mean, my phone went off, but I have to go by the timestamp. I can't go by everybody else's clock. And I'm like, well, the timestamp said she had it in by 8:59, and that's in the rules. So
yeah.
And she's like, but you said the auction was closed. I said, yeah, you have up until 8:59:59 basically to get your last bid in. So once it kicks over to 9 o'clock, you're done. I said, but I don't see that second, the nanoseconds. I said, if I was to try to do that, I'd be pulling my hair out.
Yeah.
As long as it says 8:59 on timestamp, we're good.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's the local, so she didn't quite understand it. I'm like, well, that's why we have the rules in place. That's how we do it. That's the easiest way to do it. I said, I'm taking, how people do it at other local auctions that I attend. That's how they do it. They go by that timestamp. So I said, that's how I'm doing it.
Well, that's the only way you can do it, because otherwise you got people going, well,
yeah.
And me, myself, when I put in that last bid, it was actually 8 o'clock when I pressed enter, so I missed out. It was my own fault.
We had one guy said,
got my movie. That's the only thing I wanted.
Man, Nikki's being a poor sport.
I was being a poor sport. I was like, God darn it.
You remind me of my sister when she got picked for hide go seek.
What sister?
Amy.
Oh.
You say, okay, you're it. And she go, okay, I quit.
She was done. She's not playing no more.
That's not like my daughter. She's all for it until she had to chase someone. It's like, I ain't doing it now.
Yeah, I quit.
I don't want to be the goose.
Little Trader said, at Tick Picker, I was sending you messages this morning. DSL better than dial-up.
I seen them, and I sent you messages back. I sent you messages to all your questions. But here you go. He wanted to see a picture of the shirt.
It's a good shirt.
Yeah, I like it.
Would you set a table up in your front room there?
Huh?
That's that other desk.
Oh,
Yeah,
has that always been there?
No, I just recently did it.
Mm.
But this was the desk that was over here.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm actually thinking about moving it again. Well, it's just not. It's not what I want. Actually, what I want to do is I want to move the computer from here, and I actually want to move it here because the whole point of everything was so I could look out to the living room so I can keep an eye on the dogs.
Oh.
Because Ringo, he likes to do bad stuff when I'm at the computer. Imagine that. He's like,
Mine
no,
do it right in front of me, so it doesn't matter.
he's like, no, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, my YouTube finally decided to join.
But I wanted to do something like that, and that way I can kind of keep an eye on him. So I might do that today.
Oh, I should do something.
I know I'm regretting not taking a shower before the show.
I did that.
How'd that work out?
Huh?
I said, how did that work out?
It didn't work out because I didn't take one. And now I'm like, so tired. Whereas if I would have taken a shower, I'd have been a lot more awake. Little Trader said, cool shirt, list it and get it.
There you go. That's a good one, too.
Somebody had messaged the group, well, not messaged the group, but asked to be in the squad.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that they wanted somebody to hold their hand and walk them through every single process that has to do with selling on eBay.
Oh, wow. We ain't doing that.
I blocked them.
The reseller group, not a babysitting group.
What did
exactly. They wanted us to hold their hand.
That's exactly what it said.
Somebody to walk them through every aspect of selling on eBay.
We had
sorry, not gonna happen.
I don't mind offering advice and helping, but
right, that's completely different.
Nope. I'm sure if they search on Google or on YouTube, they'll find every video they need.
The best thing you can do is jump in and
just start doing it.
Just start paddling.
You're either gonna sink or swim.
But if anybody has questions, I mean, we're more than happy to help. We just can't really do it for you. I mean,
no. We have a hard enough time running our own business, let alone somebody else's.
Exactly.
No matter how basic the question, we'll answer them. You know?
Yeah, but we can't do it for
we just can't do your business for you.
Not without getting paid.
Yeah.
Right. No hand holding.
I'll be your mentor if you pay me like they do lawyers.
I couldn't believe they put that in the answers for what have you sold, how long you've been selling, and that's what they put was just starting, and then it said, I want somebody to hold my hand step by step through the process of selling on eBay. Nope.
They won't even hold your hand and do that.
I would say it was a troll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Turtle Trader said no hand holding. I'm like, dang it. I was hoping we could all hold hands and sing Kumbaya. Kumbaya.
Oh.
Let me go get my guitar. We'll sing Kumbaya.
I wanna hold your hand.
Oh God.
And when I touch you, I feel happy inside. It's just a feeling that my love I can't hide. I
Oh
can't
God.
hide.
It's
I
now the
can't
Oh God. There goes all of our viewers.
That
Don't
was
quit your
fun.
day jobs, guys.
Thank goodness we sell on eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys ever decide to quit selling on eBay, definitely don't go for singing.
Hey now, I get paid. I do get paid to sing.
I pick with Joy.
I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah, she hasn't been in here for a while.
She was in here yesterday.
Oh, was she?
Here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She said, "Did anybody say joy?"
Joy, joy.
Joy, joy,
Liquid
joy, joy, down
joy.
in my heart.
Down in my heart. Down in my heart. And when the devil doesn't like it, he can sit on attack. Sit on attack and stay. And I'm so happy. So very happy. I have the love of Jesus in my heart. Down in my heart. Oh.
And my Taylor Magic Classic says I don't have a dog and heard a howl. What the hell?
I love you guys.
I need some coffee really bad.
I'm drinking coffee and it's still not helping. Second cup. Our eyelids are like glued together.
How long have you been awake, Todd?
Oh, God. Since 5, I guess. I don't know. Long time. Why?
Bridget said that singing brought her back to her Sunday school teaching days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hank said coffee can't save us now, Sally. No, only
I
your
know. Coffee's not gonna save me now.
You're done for.
Yeah.
Oh, my dog's got me up at the ass crack of dawn this morning. The school bus hadn't even run yet.
Oh man.
I was like, oh, come on.
Well, I've been up before you all, so besides the point. I win. I've been up since 7:30 last night.
Oh, yeah.
Sherry McGee said the picker choir needs a little work.
We're getting our practice out. We'll let you know when we debut.
That reminds me.
Better the crack than the hole, just saying.
Yesterday, our band got asked to do the LGBT pride thing.
Oh, cool. Did you accept?
Well, I got to get with the rest of their schedule because it's like on a Wednesday. Because the actual event is down in Cincinnati, but they're having a fundraiser on Wednesday and Thursday night. So I have to see who can. I think the whole band can be there. So I think it'd be fun. They're expecting a little over 500 people. So
yeah, sounds fun.
I went to Pride in San Francisco.
That's a big shindig, isn't it?
I went with my sister. It was an experience. I am not gay, but I went for the experience. I went actually, because my sister is gay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be a good thing to support her, also to be able to learn a little bit more about,
You know, we
The
haven't.
Aspect.
They've had it down in Cincinnati, but I have not. I've never been down there. They always have it on the news, and it just looks like it's a lot of fun. A lot of people having fun.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's all kinds of stuff that they do down there. And Teresa's cousin is actually a drag queen, and he is the reigning queen of the Cincinnati-based that big long IQC, whatever that is. I know what it is. But he's the reigning queen. So it's pretty neat. No, I have been to one of his drag shows, and that's hilarious. Those are just.
I want to go.
It's like RuPaul's Drag Race. It is hilarious.
I would love to go to something like that.
Some of them guys make some of the most beautiful women. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Jesse come out, and I didn't even realize it was him. I'm like, that's not Jesse. Because he's this big bald guy, It's like he's got this red wig on, and I'm like, that's Jesse. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's funny. And everything they do, they donate to charity.
They have drag bingo here in Kansas City, and it's cool. It's just fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. I know they do better hair and makeup.
Turtle Trader wants to know how many numbers you picked up, Valerie.
I think I got
LOL, Mr. Sadie.
from last night, right? I think 6 or 7.
No,
I think.
I think he's talking about when you went to the.
Yeah, you went to the festival.
Oh. None.
Nice, Mike.
Mike sold some Villeroy glasses, $50.
Villeroy's a good brand.
Very nice.
I figure if we do that benefit, if I get hit on, I'm gonna say, hey, at least I still got it.
That's right. You got game. Morning, Summer.
Villeroy is a good brand. I've sold lots of Villeroy.
I've never heard of that brand. I'll have to write that down.
The only Villeroy I remember selling is those plates, those serving plates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those were Villeroy, but that's the only one I've seen in that name.
Now we're talking glasses, right? Not these kind of glasses.
Jerry said I'm a lump today, so be prepared to get sick of my typing.
Aw.
Well, you could come in here and be a lump, and you wouldn't even have to type. You could just talk.
Yep.
If Bubba feel like a lesbian in a trap. Bubba feels like a lesbian and trapped in a man's body.
Oh my gosh.
Silly.
Bridget says, hey, I will take any getting hit on I can get.
Right?
The story, hopefully I don't offend anybody, because if you're gay or straight, I don't care. I love everybody. Some of my
We know, Nikki.
gay. Anyways, there was this guy in high school. I loved him so much. And we were good friends and whatever, and I just thought, if I ever got with him, I would never go with anybody else. He just was great. Anyways, back when I was in high school, I don't know, I guess I was a little naive about the whole gay thing. It wasn't really that big of a thing. I guess, you saw guys that acted a little feminine, but that didn't, and then my mind never went there.
Right.
Anyways, God, I just loved him from like junior high and high school. Anyways, one day me and my sister-in-law were at the gay bar in Superior, and we're having a good time. All of a sudden, he comes over and he hits my hip with his hip, and he's like, hey, where you been all these years? Blah, blah, blah. And I was so excited to see him, you know, and he gave me a big old kiss on the mouth. And I, you know, back in high school, I mean, my heart would have been thumping, you know, but I had just seen him kiss like every guy in the place. And so I was actually a little obnoxious and couldn't wait to go to the bathroom and scrub my mouth because I just seen him like French kiss every guy in the place, literally. And I was like, I told my sister-in-law when we left, I was like, tonight was so freeing because I could never figure out why he'd never go out with me. And now I knew it was not me.
Right.
Well, it was, but it wasn't. You know? Yeah, it was good seeing him. But yeah, I mean, I was like, thank God it wasn't me. All those years I thought it was me. It wasn't. No, it was good to see him. He used to be a good friend.
Whew.
So what's everybody's goals for the day?
Sleep.
That's a good goal.
Sally's got sleep on her mind.
Get something done. I don't know what, just to get something done.
Yeah. That's my goal today, to just get something done. I don't care what. Just get it done.
Yesterday was crazy. But I did manage to swing by a friend of mine who had a bunch of shoes he was giving away, like 60 pairs of shoes. I'll take them.
Holy moly.
So
Yeah.
I've got.
Oh, yeah.
He brought them out in a shopping cart. He's got an old school that he lives in, an old, literally an old school, three-floor school, and he buys stuff from auctions, but he gets shopping carts to help him move stuff around the school. But this was a big shopping cart full of shoes. Like, I'll take them.
Wow.
I have bags and bags of those to go through and clean and all that. So I have tons of work to do.
I want to live in an old school. That would be awesome.
Well, this is actually the old school we used to do ghost hunts in. We used to run the ghost hunting. We had our office and stuff in there because it was haunted, supposedly. Well, we did find some stuff, but
Yeah.
But we got out of that because it's being sold and trying to get it cleaned up and all this stuff. But it's pretty awesome. It was built like in 1937. So, and it's really, really neat old school. I hadn't been there in a while, and I missed it. Oh, mercy.
Well, Summer said she won $1,150 on a machine.
Ooh,
that's great.
That's awesome.
You know, we have a casino.
Oh, yeah, I forgot she went.
Yep.
Well, that's awesome.
We have a casino 5 minutes from here. It's very tempting to go, but I don't. I did go a couple years ago and hit on a machine with one bid. I sat in front of that machine for 3.5 hours because it kept hitting the bonus. I ended up with like $1,200 or something like that.
She said she hit it on 88 cents.
Wow. Those are the best ones. The best ones.
For first 20. Wow.
I would have got up and left. Bye.
I'm sure she did.
That's awesome. I need to go.
The most I've ever won off one in a casino was like, I don't know, like $300 or whatever at a time, you know, in one time.
I'll just take like $20. That's what I mean by, I just don't take anything else, so I'm not tempted, so.
No.
We use our player's card when we do go because they comp us, because me and my sister, we used to go all the time, so we have stuff built up on our player's card. And if we haven't gone in a while, they'll comp us $20 to $40 just to get us back in the door. So we'll go and play that out and then leave.
Yeah.
So, I don't never spend any of my money unless I want to, but for the most part, we play the penny machines. I love them things.
Yeah, that's what I like.
We only go to the casino usually to eat the seafood buffet. But then now this last year is the most I've spent in a casino in my whole life. because now they have that Walking Dead machine.
Oh yeah.
And I just love that machine. I just love that machine. I mean, it's not even playing to win. It's just like at an arcade, just playing it to play it.
Yeah.
I just love that. I mean, not that I go spend a lot of money on it, but yeah, I have to play it every time I'm there.
Sure.
My husband's like, "Can we go?" And I'm like, "No, we've got to play the Walking Dead machine." He's like, "Oh, okay." Thought we'd get out before we had to play that. But I mean, yeah, usually if I go, $20 is the most I spend. And we don't go that often, but she
No.
just likes the vibrating chair. That too.
We haven't even been in so long that we haven't even gotten any comps, and we used to get comps all the time. And now we don't even get them in the mail anymore. And I'm like, oh man, that's how you know you haven't been in a while, because they're not even begging you to come back.
I don't spend enough in the casino for them to give me comps. $3,000 later, but I gotta get Negan. Yeah, he's not on that machine. It's too old for Negan, but the governor's on there. You get to pick from the heads in the aquarium.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, once in a while that's fine, but it's probably about 45 minutes away from my house, so it's not like we can just go up there anytime.
We have one like 10 minutes away at the racetrack by the Speedway, the Kansas Speedway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm losing my voice, so I'm trying to talk softly.
Oh, just
But
what
yeah.
I need in my life. Lug nuts. Hi, baby.
See, ours is a double whammy. You have the casino, but it's also the harness racing horse track. So
Oh wow.
it's like, oh my gosh, which one do I do?
Have you been to the Kansas Speedway, the Hollywood Casino, Valerie?
Huh.
No.
No, I haven't been to any of the casinos down there.
Oh really? Not even the ones in Missouri side?
Huh.
Oh wow.
No, I haven't been there.
It's fun.
But I mean, the only casino I've been to here is just the one out of Horton, and then the one Sac and Fox, Golden Eagle.
I really want to go to that one, because isn't that one an Indian casino?
Yeah.
And don't they typically pay better, the Indian casinos, or no?
I don't know. I mean, I've never won big amounts there. I've only won, I think the most I've won is like 300.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I would like to go to that one though.
I've been to the Sac and Fox. I've been to Golden Eagle, and then there's another one, Prairie Band. I've been to that one. I think that's right outside of Topeka. So, but we actually used to go on our anniversary. We would find a casino to go to, and so, yeah, there was something going on at Prairie Band. I think we took my mother and father-in-law. But yeah, we just didn't. We never went to the ones in Kansas City yet.
A Bolo brand for you is the ASOS brand. ASOS.
Uh-huh.
I listed that on Poshmark the other day. It's been on eBay, but I listed it on Poshmark, and it's had so many hits, and it's just a dress, and I put it on there for $45.
Uh-huh.
It's been popping. I mean, it hasn't sold yet, but that's definitely one to look for, because it's been hot.
Okay.
What's it called?
ASOS?
ASOS. ASOS.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard that that's a good seller.
Yeah, I never heard of it till I got one at the bin. So.
Yeah, Hank says ASOS. Yeah, I've never seen that, so that's good to know. Put that one in the bank.
No. Ow. Stop it.
Yeah, I always say I'm going to go to the casino and play bingo, but Haven't made it there yet.
They don't have bingo at our casino. I like bingo.
So
Which one has bingo over there?
I think it's both of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like bingo.
But I haven't made it yet, so.
Yeah, you probably heard Lug not hitting. Sorry. Being a pain in the butt. He's trying to tell you guys how abused he is.
Ooh, money.
Get it.
Hello.
Oh,
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Get it, get it. What did I say?
Oh, I need to work.
my SOS, a help dress.
That's
Sally
the
heard
sound
that.
that makes me need to work.
Yeah, Sally heard that sound and now she's like, "Oh, do I dare go? Do I dare go to sleep?" Yes, Sally, you need sleep.
I want some money too.
I know.
I got paid today, but it wasn't enough.
Bingo is like watching paint dry to me. I'm gonna be playing bingo on Saturday though. We have the team club party this weekend, tomorrow, and we play bingo on there.
I'll be there. I'm coming.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, I like bingo, but I can't follow it that well.
Yeah, I'm not a bingo person.
Right, and you see these 90-year-old ladies, and they got like 50 cards in front of them.
Yeah.
They got like pins in all their fingers.
Yeah.
And they're going bump, 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 bump.
This
And
one guy,
they got all the little trolls with their wild hair.
Yeah. They do.
My mother-in-law was like that, blind as a bat, but she could cover all her cards. One time she took me to this river. It was called Riverboat Bingo. It wasn't on Riverboat. It was called Riverboat Bingo down in Mankato, and it was my birthday week, so I got free bingo, and I had never played bingo before, not like that. Anyways, so if you could have any package you wanted free for your birthday. So I was like, well, if I'm going to get one free, I might as well get the biggest one, right?
Jeez.
So she's like, okay, well, if you think you can do that, I was like, yeah, why not? You know, might as well take the biggest package. So I took the biggest package. I had like 20 cards in front of me.
Oh my God.
And, oh my God. My mother-in-law had like the big package too, because, you know, she just was good at bingo. Anyways, so she's watching all her 20 cards, plus she's filling in my card, half of my cards. I was like, oh my God. All of a sudden they start going, and I was like, holy crap. I can't get all these.
Hang on. What was that one that you called like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah. Needless to say, I didn't win. But here I got my blind mother-in-law helping me with all my cards.
Extreme bingo with fire wands.
The next time we went to bingo, I didn't get quite so many cards.
I might as well get this one sent out. That's good. I love the sound of cha-ching in the air.
Yeah. Well, that was this morning I got my cha-ching. It was only an $8 cha-ching, but it was a cha-ching, you know.
That's right.
And the thing that I sold was something that's already been paid for. The lot was already paid for, so it was some stuff out of that box of brand new stuff that I bought like 8 months ago or whatever for $13 at the auction.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I've already sold the crap out of that stuff. So yeah,
Nice.
it's $8 profit no matter what. Well, not a whole $8. I mean, eBay takes their cut, but it's pure profit. I don't owe anything to my inventory. My inventory is all bought and paid for. I mean, it's all, I've made money on all my inventory. So anything I sell is pure profit. That's why I don't sweat it when I look something up out of my inventory and it's like, oh, that ain't worth nothing. No big deal because it's already paid for. Yeah, Lugnut ain't getting any fake ones. He's doing just fine coping without them. Him and his brother both.
I'll be back in a few.
Okay, bye. I need one of these kids to wake up so I can bribe them to make me coffee.
Here's Brandon.
Sleep.
Hey, it makes me cringe. I bet. Well, I was told by the vet that dogs that don't have theirs cut most of them end up with cancer. So I didn't want that to happen to them. So.
Most of what?
That dogs that don't get their nuts cut end up with testicular cancer. Most of them end up with testicular cancer. She gave me some percentages, and it was like majority of them end up with cancer. So I was like, nope.
What?
Yeah, I've never heard that. I think that's
they have more chances of it. So I was like, well, he doesn't need them, so
true.
Get rid of him and I don't have to worry about it.
Jonah.
Yeah, that might be fun. She has 3 totes of Nerf in the basement. I need to test and lot and list. That would be fun, testing Nerf guns. Wish we lived a little closer. I'd come over and help you. We'll test them.
I did that the other day. I had Nerf darts flying all over the place.
The prostate enlarges over time. Happened to one of mine. No cancer, but had to neuter and took time for prostate to shrink in size, nearly normal. Yeah. I don't want any of that stuff to happen. If I can avoid it, I will. I figure it's a small price to pay to keep my puppies healthy. And I mean, they could end up with cancer or something else, but it's just one less thing that I need to worry about. Plus, I thought it would settle them down. He's not quite as rambunctious as his brother. His brother, oh my God, his brother's crazy. But he just needs more activity in his life. That's what it is.
All right.
My daughter and her dog are going to be moving in at the end of February for a couple months. Like, oh my God, I'm going to have Lugnut and his brother here again. Okay. Yeah, and then he's
Shame.
not out. Then he's not out making enemies of my neighbor when he gets their dogs pregnant. You know? I can't blame Lug.
Yeah, it's Fleek.
What are you guys talking about?
Your hair.
I'm talking about your hair.
My hair?
Yeah, it's Fleek.
Leak?
Didn't offend me.
What is that? What does that mean?
Nice, pretty.
Gray?
No.
Not at all, TT. You didn't offend me. You could never offend me. Use my phone.
I caught a kid. I caught a kid to make my coffee, Sherry. Let's see. I heard a door and I was like, Jonah!
Make me coffee, please.
Oh, please. I love you forever. Cutie must.
Well, thank you. My hair, the whole composition of my hair has changed. Like, I feel like I've lost hair.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinning on top is what I feel like. So, I don't know if that's true or not, but
That happens to some people.
I guess I'll just have to do a comb over.
What? I heard comb over.
TT said
I
she's
think,
playing dumb and
yeah.
showing blonde roots.
She
Well,
got some.
my hair has never been blonde on purpose. Yeah. I mean, it's been
That's a
blonde,
lie.
but
I like your hair shorter.
do you?
Yeah, I think you look nice with shorter hair.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
I mean, you're pretty either way, but I think shorter hair looks better on you.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I like shorter hair for myself.
I like short hair and I cannot.
Because when it's
had
long
hair-
like this, I hate it when my hair is in my eyes. Just cannot stand it.
Yeah.
And so when it's long like this, I'm surprised I don't have it in a ponytail already. Because I don't like it flowing
My hair
around.
was thinning. My hair was thinning, and it was breaking and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I went to that L'Oreal, what's it called? Repair and damage and repair or something.
Uh-huh.
And I haven't had that problem with breakage anymore.
Huh.
It was like the first time I ever went to the beautician, and she said, "You have nice, healthy hair." And I was like, "Really? I have never had nice, healthy hair since I was a teenager." So, yeah.
I don't know.
You got to get it cut regular.
It's a black bottle with gold label. Huh?
I said you got to get it cut regularly so you can get rid of the damage. That's my problem, except I put off getting my hair cut, and then they have to take much then when they cut it.
Yeah, then she looks like Sinead O'Connor.
No, I don't. I would never go that short. I need the fringe. I always say it has to cover my neck.
She starts going around the house tearing up religious pictures.
Oh, God.
Actually, the one cut that I do like is like Valerie's.
Yeah.
Because she has that A-line, and I really like that cut. So if I got it cut, that's probably how I would get it cut.
first Amazon return.
Oh, exciting for you.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, it's L'Oreal Paris Total Repair 5. Repairing shampoo, and then you can buy the conditioner too. This is what the bottle looks like. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
good
you
stuff.
keep your shampoo by your workstation?
No, I just went and got it.
Keep
Strong, silky, shiny, healthy, renewed, damaged hair.
Nikki's
And
always
ever since I started using this, I don't have any more problems.
Huh.
With my hair. It's
You have
about like $4 a bottle, but it's worth it, you know.
You look like you have thick hair. My hair is kind of. I have fine hair, so it always looks kind of.
Mine is actually baby fine. My hair is. And yeah, it looks thick because I started using this. I do love it, Sassy. You should get some. It really is. It's good stuff. Normally, I'm all for like the cheap shampoo, and I used to always use like Suave 2-in-1. But then as I get older, my hair just breaks off more. It just dries out more and breaks off, and it was really thinning and stuff. And I have baby fine hair, but this actually makes my hair look thicker because it gives it more what do you call it?
Body.
More light, more body, yeah. And yeah, I have straight baby fine hair, and yeah, this stuff works really good. Try it out. I get the shampoo and the conditioner, and it really works good.
Hey, Nikki, in a few years, I can tell you from experience, other things are going to dry up, crack, and fall off too. It ain't going to just be your hair.
That's great.
You almost made Valerie spit out her drink.
You almost did. I was like, why did he wait until just when I'm taking a drink to do that? Oh my gosh.
So yeah, try it out. L'Oreal Total Repair number 5. Good stuff.
My son is now mad at me.
He is.
Yeah, because he didn't know how to make coffee in a coffee pot. So, like he does everything, and then he fills up the coffee pot, the pot, and with water, and then he just sticks it in there, and and he says so it just takes it from the pot, right? And I'm like, no.
Poor Jonah.
I'm like, he's like, I just woke up. Will you give me a minute?
Aww.
Well, at least he knows how to do it now. I know.
Yeah. You gotta train him. Train him right.
I know.
Ooh.
Have you seen that video of there's this girl and she has a can of something like vegetables or something, and she's opening it with a regular handheld can opener, and she has all these like her peers standing around her, like kids that she's in school with, and they're in high school, right? And she's opening this can, and everybody is like intensely watching her because they've never seen this before.
What?
Yeah, because they're all got pull tops now.
It is hilarious.
Huh.
She's like opening a can of vegetables or something with a can opener that you know, a
manual
one. Yeah, manual one. And they're like, you know, just watching, and like she finally gets it, and they're like, you know, like in awe of her because she was able to do that.
Yeah.
But most kids have never used one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on eBay and buy one right now.
Right. I mean, most kids use the
oh my god,
the
look
ones
at
electric
watching her. Yeah, it's like a whole classroom setting or something. They're all like,
Mhm.
They're probably the people buying like this old junk that just sell like who the hell, because some of the stuff we sell, I'm like, honestly, who the hell would want this? What they sell? Maybe it's like this. They're just
they're like slack-jawed watching her open this can.
my iPhone could
There's
never
somebody
do that.
taking pictures of her opening the can. For God's
Oh my gosh.
like taking
I have to say I've done pretty well with Swingway manual can openers, by the way.
So much.
Yes. She's trying to open SpaghettiOs, and she's fumbling with it.
Swingway can openers sell for about $10 to $12 on eBay.
Huh.
Every single time I list them, and I get them for like 20 cents.
Well, you go forward with a can opener, not try to push it backwards. You know what I mean? You know when you flip it, you twist it, it goes forward.
Oh,
Like,
she's doing it right.
Yeah.
she's doing it back.
Sure. Oh, she don't even got hell. She's only got like 2/3 of the way over.
Oh my god, they're clapping.
I know. It takes her
Oh my
forever.
gosh.
I'm kidding.
Give her a
clapping.
give her a
the whole room is like applauding.
Give her a participation medal.
What are you guys watching?
It's a video of some girl opening up a can with a can opener, and
You know,
everybody's
the old
watching her
Swingway can opener. They're all like slack-jawed. They're like taking video and
because they've
stuff.
never seen one before.
Oh my god.
This is like at least 10 years ago. I was still working at the bar. Some guy was telling me that his nephew, he said, well, he was in the garage where he's got this old rotary phone. He says, well, call us wherever. So the kid's got the phone book. He's looking up the number, and then he looks at the phone. He picks up the receiver, but then he looks down at the rotary dial. He's like, well, what am I supposed to do with this? He had no idea how a rotary dial worked. You know, to stick his finger in it and rotate it. The kid had no idea. And that was like 10 years ago. So you can imagine today's kids. Like the telegraph.
I know my daughter, she was like, she saw a rotary dial phone one time and that I had in my inventory, and she was like, oh my god, how bad would this suck to have to hurry up and dial somebody's number.
Well,
I'm gonna screenshot this.
it would be better than what we used to do. We used to have to go outside and yell for the person.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you're cold.
Oh, it's that video, yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah.
There's no sound. Like, nobody is making a sound. All you can hear is what she's doing.
Oh, Sally, though, don't forget to subscribe to that page. Subscribe.
Oh my god.
I feel bad like I'm doing something wrong. Oh, I'm returning something to Amazon. But, I mean, it's totally defective and it's not my fault. I still feel bad. This is the way customers feel when they have to return something bad. I wish it would have worked.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if anything bad ever happens, we're not going to be able to depend on these kids.
No, I mean,
No.
this is a generation when we're
I know.
old and in nursing homes and stuff. These are the people that are going to be taking care of us.
Yeah,
That's scary.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're going to put us to sleep. They're going to be like, "Oh, you're too old. Let's put her to sleep. Let's put her out of her misery." That's what this generation is going to do.
Millennials, the dumbest generation in history.
It's just crazy.
It just scares me when I go to places like McDonald's or anything and see some of these younger generation, like And it's like, oh my God, you guys are going to be our country is going to be in your control. You know, it's scary. I mean, just the way they talk to people.
Yeah. Hank says, I don't think I understand what's happening in that video. Is it that just a can opener? Is there a different, more modern style?
No,
Electric can opener.
Well, yeah.
You know, and I mean, it still has the same. It still has the same mechanics, except it's not manual. And that's why kids don't know how to use one. It's hilarious to see kids doing different types of things, like trying to work a tape player, and even a CD player sometimes.
Yeah.
Using a phone book.
A what?
Using a phone book.
Oh yeah.
A phone book. Yeah.
But in their
That's
defense, it's probably like how they make fun of us that we're not real good at like maneuvering an iPhone or, you know, being like into Instagram or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, most kids have never even seen a phone book.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Turtle Trader said, I told my daughter that my mill was going to need a phone book to sit on. So mother-in-law, was going to need a phone book to sit on so she can see out the window of the truck. My daughter asked, what is a phone book? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's insane.
Remember, you know, ours was like pretty thick.
Yeah.
It was a pretty thick
Yeah,
book.
now you get them, they're really thin.
Crazy. Craziness.
Yeah.
I live in a small town, really small town. This is how small my town is. I was reading the newsletter, this month's newsletter that they put out. And yeah, my my town's so small we have a newsletter. Anyways, in 2017, there were only 5 funerals in town.
What?
In the whole year. There were only 5 funerals in the whole year.
Oh, wow.
In this town. That's how small my town is. In Poplar, yeah. There's only 5 funerals.
Was it cold out there? Yeah, it's cold, huh? Yeah.
Either that or it was a good year. I don't know, but that just seemed really low, I thought.
Yeah, the phone book here is for several different, well, it's for the county. And it's still very small because nobody has a house phone anymore, you know. It's still very small.
Businesses. Yeah, ours is for the county too, and yeah.
That's funny. I say house phone, mine rings.
I can't even believe that you still have a house phone.
I have to have a house phone for my internet. I mean, it doesn't run on, it doesn't have anything to do with my internet or anything, but they bundle it, and basically you have to have a house phone to have internet with the cable company. It's just a way to get money. More money, more money.
I remember when me and my husband, when we were moving back up to Duluth from Mankato, when we lived down in Mankato, or southern Minnesota, I should say, we used to spend, God, it was probably $300 to $500 a month talking on the phone, because he was up here getting a job, getting our house, and I was still back there with the kids, you know. And just being able to talk to each other on the telephone, it was, yeah, $300 to $500 a month in long distance charges, you know?
Yeah.
And now you can call all over for free.
Yep.
Even when I was truck driving, you know, I had to buy phone cards to call home
Crazy.
before I got my cell phone.
Craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah, not have an unlimited phone thing and just have a earpiece in the truck. I mean, you could, if you cared to, I mean, you could talk to people all the live long day. It wouldn't cost you nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, see, when I first got my cell phone years ago, I was on Sprint, and that was when it was like, it was minutes until 7 p.m. Then after 7 p.m., which was early for cell phones. Usually it was like 9 or 10 p.m. But Sprint had that thing where you could have free phone calls after 7. So I was like, yay, 7's here. I can call people.
I think, yeah, mine was like 9 at night till 7 a.m. or something. You had free phone calls. Otherwise, it was like cents a minute. So, like, when I talk to people on the phone, all I can see is dimes falling. I'm just like, okay, I gotcha, I understand. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah.
And this is in a bag phone, which was usually in my car.
Yeah.
You could take it out of the car, but you didn't usually. You just left it plugged in like a Garmin or whatever. You'd leave it plugged into the car.
Yeah.
Well, my phone bill was like $13 a month. It was super cheap.
Mine was a flip phone, and I could actually go on the internet on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I remember with StarTacs. You remember those Motorola StarTacs?
Yeah.
You'd pull out the antenna with your teeth, but then it would like all of a sudden come to a dead stop and like yank your teeth.
I actually have a Motorola bag phone out in my garage.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't do very good. I sold one, but I mean, I think I sold it for like $25 free shipping.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been
We were
sitting out
at
in my
an
garage
auction
for a couple
last
of years.
week. They had a whole bunch of them, and there's this guy there that research. Go, yeah, these do good, these do good, and I'm like, yeah, have at them, boy. I don't want them. They don't do good enough.
Good luck
Yeah,
with
mine came in a box, and yeah, I looked it up. I was like, yeah, put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
Maybe someday it'll be antique, and I can make some money off it.
Yeah. I would sing you a song. Let it go, let it go. Just
Let it go.
let it go. It ain't worth storing.
No.
You don't have to take care of it. Just let it go.
I calculated what the minimum worth of the big building where we're storing stuff right now. The minimum income that building would make, I figured, would be bare minimum would be $7,000 a year in rentals. So all the stuff out there is burning up about $7,000 a year in storage fees.
Yeah,
if you look at lost income, and I figured out what the insurance would cost and deducted that. I mean, I really sat down with a pencil and figured out about what the minimum, after all the expenses, what the minimum income would be is about $7,000 a year. So when you keep this stuff, you think you're keeping it, don't cost you nothing. It costs you something.
Yeah. Well, my dad has a big phone collection he's got phones dating back to when the phone first came out. I mean, he's got all kinds of phones. So I was actually going to give it to him for his phone collection.
There you go.
But I just keep forgetting to give it to him.
And then when they sell your dad's estate, make sure that the bag phone goes to one of your siblings.
That doesn't go back to you. When my uncle passed away, I would give I'd be like, here, Norbert.
You know, we have it all.
Oh my God. I'd be like, here, Norbert, here, take these aluminum cans and cash them in. So he put them in this red garden shed he had. So after he died, all those bags of cans that my mother, who had died before him, and I had given them to cash in, I finally had the opportunity to go get rid of them. So I learned my lesson on that. Be careful when you're giving stuff to your older relatives, because in the end, you're the one who's going to deal with it anyway.
Yeah, if you really don't want it, give it to somebody you're not related to.
Yeah. Turtle Trader said, my nephew was going to call a plumber on a Sunday because he had no hot water to take a shower. My wife said Does he not know how to heat water and take a bird bath? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You'll sit bath.
Oh, more-
I sold a guy a house, and it was Easter Sunday, and a guy calls me, and he goes, I don't know who else to call, because we closed it like on either Good Friday or Easter Saturday. So the guy calls me up Easter Sunday. He's like, yeah, Jim, I don't know who else to call, but I have no hot water. I said, really? He says, yeah. He goes, and my wife wants to take a shower. I don't know what to do. He says, do you think there's anybody I could call? I said, well, tell you what, I'll swing over. I'll take a look at it. So I grabbed an extra heating element I had in my garage.
Yeah.
I drive over to his house. It was the heating element, and I got lucky because they're not universal. This heating element did fit his water heater. So I installed a new element. What they did was they turned it on before it was full of water, and it burned it up. So I placed the element, fill the thing up with water, turn it on, it heats the water. I'm like, well, have a good Easter. And he's just like, you are the best real estate agent ever. He goes, I don't know where I'd ever find a real estate agent who would come on Easter Sunday and fix my water heater.
Oh my God, remember that lake house you sold that you did something to fix?
That's not.
Oh yeah, but nobody knows about it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Nobody's gonna know about it. There was a certain procedure that had to be done on this place I sold that everybody said for liability reasons they couldn't do it. So by some mystery, it just happened to get done. And man, you want to talk about an investigation? They had to know who did it. I'm like, I have no idea. It's done now, though. Let's do the closing.
It's like the electricity that magically got done.
Yeah.
That magical electrician. Nobody knows.
Yeah, I don't know who did it.
It's magical. Well, it was a gas connection. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean,
even better.
Well, somebody came in the night, unknown to anyone, and hooked up it was a gas water heater. They hooked up the water heater, and then the next day, everybody's like, hey, how'd that water heater get hooked up? Nobody knows.
Don't just burn the house down. Blow it up.
Well, and the fun thing was, once it was reconnected, nobody was authorized to disconnect it again, so it had to stay connected.
And it was like holding up the closing. They couldn't close on this house. Jim wants to wrap it up, so we get paid.
Oh yeah, it was a nice lake house.
Yeah, it was a good commission.
You just never know who's going to break into a house and connect the water heater.
Happens all the time.
Yeah, they need camera.
I hear Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
And down here, they don't know whether to wrestle me or each other.
Hey, Jim, did Tara tell you I told Gary that you were going to fix the timing chain on your van, and he's like, that many miles? Tell him to have fun.
Well, I shouldn't. It doesn't really make sense to do it. But I'll tell you the real reason I'm doing it is I'm going to do it on the the other van's got about 120,000 on it and still runs pretty good. And the one I'm going to do it on's got 230, so obviously it's farther advanced than 8. But I'm going to do it on that one first, and if it works out, great. And if it doesn't, I figure I'm not out nothing anyway because the van's worthless. But at least if I come into some problem like, oh, I made a bad mistake or something, I screwed it up, at least I'll have made that mistake on the engine I don't care about, because I plan on getting to the red one right after I get done. Because they say that those timing chains, their lifespan's around 100,000 miles. So the other one's at 120, so I'm just going to change it anyway. So that's really why I'm doing it. Gary's right. With that many miles, you should not invest the time or effort into replace that timing chain. But I'm just going to do it for practice.
This is like an experiment for him.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
I like it. And it's something.
Yeah, if you enjoy doing it, I mean, whatever, I mean, if you can expand the life of that van, because those vans, they're notorious for being up to 250 to 300,000 miles. runners,
if
you
people
know.
put money into them. But what typically most of the cars in the junkyard, it's something that could have been fixed, but it was just the cost of fixing it. Just if you took it to a mechanic like this timing chain job and a mechanic, it would be no way. It would way exceed the value of the van. That's how most wind up in the junkyard is when you take it to a mechanic, it just ain't worth fixing.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the timing chain, the whole setup. I mean, all the parts I can get off eBay for about, I think it cost me about $80 in parts.
Nice. Will you come fix my van? My husband won't.
Oh boy.
I got this long list. Unfortunately, I'm now at an age where I know my projects are definitely going to outlive me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I told Jim, I mean, if we move, I don't want to take this van with us. I mean, it's like it's just too rusty and stuff. I don't want to take it with us.
No.
Yeah.
And I won't be too emotionally attached to it after doing all this stuff to it either.
Are you lying right now?
I'll easily be able to leave it
You're
behind.
lying. We paid $450 for that van, and like I said, when it did that at that auction, if it could have blown up in Eagle River, and I'd have been fine with that. You know, like had a total catastrophe, unfixable, as long as it just got me home one more time.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we didn't really care if we pulled into the driveway and the whole engine just fell down, and it was just chunk. We wouldn't have cared. It'd be like, okay, we'll just take a junkyard and get $200 for it.
Yeah.
I mean, because how long have we been driving that thing? At least 3 years.
Yeah.
Is it 3 years now?
About
I
3
think.
years, yeah.
For $450 for 3 years, I mean, I can't complain.
I'd probably put like $400 in parts in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something you drive around, you know, and you're proud of. You know, it isn't like, wow, look at me in my whack van or something. But for what we do, it works awesome.
Hey, I was proud of my green van.
Since we went to Walmart or something, and some people I know happened to be walking by us, and they said hi to us, and they had like horses and stuff, and they looked at me and they looked at the van like, oh boy, Tar's really fallen from grace or something. But I'm just like, I don't have a car payment, I don't care. Up here where we live, they put this liquid salt on the roads. It rots your vehicle right out. I mean, most of our decent vehicles are parked. We don't even drive them in the winter because they have that liquid sodium, and I mean, you can just see the cars are rusting away after they started using it.
Yeah, they rust looking at them.
I mean, road salt is not good for a car, but I mean, since they started using this liquid sodium that they spray on the walls, I mean, on the roads, I mean, the cars are rusting so bad up here. I mean, I've seen like cars that are like 3-4 years old. I mean, they got all rusted out fenders. I mean, they just look like crap.
Yep.
Well, those Ford Focuses, those have not been out that long. I mean, you can't find one that isn't rusted up to the door handles here.
Yeah.
I had a friend who bought one new. Remember Felicia? I mean, it was really rusted bad. And it was like 4 years old.
This is crazy.
Wow.
She still had payments and it was rusted that bad. I mean, it looked like something that should have been paid off 10 years ago. That's how bad it was rusted.
Yeah.
Valerie, did you see the message I put in there?
And where?
In the side chat. I was asking because it said Dockers, and it's an extra large. It doesn't have like a size like 32 or 34. Would it be a women's?
Hold it back a little bit. No, I think I would say men's probably.
Okay. All right.
It's kind of a bigger belt to be a woman's, I think.
Okay.
Gertrude.
I'd say.
Thank you.
Well, that's me. I bought my car used at the auction, and it looks nice. You know, my little Suzuki.
Yeah.
It looks nice. Looks just as nice as anybody that pays car payment, you know. And it gets me where I need to go, so that's all I care about.
Yeah.
Turtle Trader said, a question. Jim and Tara need a tripod for their camera. Tara would stay warm and can help with Jim with the commentary on their auction hauls.
Why?
Tara is the tripod.
I am the tripod, though. See,
yeah,
like,
except you do move around a little bit. Some of the videos, I get seasick.
oh, okay.
Well, she moves around because she's cold. She's trying to stay warm.
That's right.
Oh my God, that last video that he did with me holding that heavy, it's not heavy, but it's a candy cam. I mean, I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is too much.
Yep. I am
Well,
not the cameraman.
Feel my pain. You get to feel my pain when I'm jigging around. You'll know I'm cold.
Yeah, our early one, we did it on a tripod, but then she wanted to hold it, so.
Well, because it was easier, because we'd be like tripping over each other and stuff, and so I was like, well, why don't we just do it this way, because it's easier.
I have like 3 tripods, and I never use them.
No.
I always forget about them.
Oh.
I always forget to use them.
Jim tried to use them, but then because we do it a lot of times outside out of the van, if it was windy, the wind would blow it over, or we were having problems with it.
Yeah.
We did try using the tripod, and for whatever reason, it didn't quite work out right. Jim would be all like freaking out and stuff, and he starts getting all hyper and stuff. Yes, there was something where you were freaking out over that tripod. I can't remember what happened.
He didn't have raccoon eyes, did he?
He always has raccoon eyes when he freaks out. He looks like, he looks like a stupid baby raccoon. Like if you trap the raccoon and it doesn't know if you're gonna kill it or not, he has a real dumb look on its face. That's what he looks like when he gets like stupid raccoon eyes. He calls it teddy bear eyes, but I call it raccoon eyes.
This is a different perspective.
Yes.
Oh.
Did he get mad at his dad about something when they work together? And he goes, yeah, and then he looks at me. He's got those sappy teddy bear eyes looking at me.
Wow. Sue said she sold all 5 of her pet safe mats. Just sold the last one. They sold for $25 each, and I paid 50 cents for each one. Very good.
That's awesome, Sue. Good job.
Good job.
They took the calendar promoted listings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you did promoted listings, you'd have an end date. They don't let you select an end date anymore. It's just campaign number, and that's it. You pick the percentage, you name the campaign, and then you're done.
How come when somebody else does a good sale, everybody goes, "Congratulations, that was awesome. I like that." And when I do, everybody says, "Oh, you got a horseshoe stuck up your ass," and
I never said nothing like that.
And oh, you're so lucky. And I'm like,
I always say good job, Todd.
I just kid. I don't know.
But when you say you got a sale, Todd, you got to say it more humbly, not like you're bragging.
Oh, where's your big shoulders today?
I think he left him in Oklahoma.
They're up underneath his
He
back.
made a trade for his big shoulders for all those sacks.
Oh my God! Talk about his rucksacks, or I thought you said something else.
I was thinking something else, but I didn't say it.
Lori's just over there shaking her head.
Oh, she's done.
Is she doing another one?
No, she's done. She did a Friday morning show.
We missed 11? Oh no.
Yep, sorry.
Grandma Magic Classic says, Nick said, leave that poor guy alone.
Yeah.
He's sticking up for my imaginary friends. Oh my gosh.
Poor Todd, he's always taking heat.
Yep.
I know.
And I don't deserve it because I'm such a wonderful person.
You are a wonderful person.
I thought you said wonderful person. He's such a womanful person.
Womanful.
Patrick, one of the girls.
I'm deaf. I'm sorry. My brain interprets sounds, and like sometimes they're just way off the wall. My kids get a kick out of that. That's awful.
Jim does that too. I'll say something to Jim, and he'll repeat it a totally different statement than what I said.
That's me too.
Yeah,
It's
it'll be something
bad.
like completely different. Like I can't even think of one. It'd be like, "Can you get the milk?" And he'll turn it into something completely that has nothing to do with milk.
It's awful.
I just read this thing. My daughter's friend just built a house close by me, and he was walking his dog, and a wolf came up, and he ended up leaving his gun at home that morning.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, here he's his dog must have cut his foot on the trail at some point because the wolf was sniffing his blood trail. There was a blood trail that he didn't realize that he was leaving behind him.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, he said he yelled in his most fierce voice he could, and then the wolf ended up trotting away, luckily. But
Oh my gosh.
I did that once too, and the wolf just stared at me, and I thought, "Oh no, I shouldn't have did that."
yeah,
And I'm not making that up. I did do that once, and I was like, "Holy shit, I should not have done that."
well, it's like, what else do you do? I mean, you know.
Well,
And
I
he
was
kept a
behind-
hold of his dog so his dog wouldn't attack him, because he figured it would turn out to be worse.
I used to gallop racehorses, and I was at this farm working, but I was there by myself that day. And I did so that I had to dump a wheelbarrow. You used to dump it behind the barn. They have like this cliff, and there was a coyote came out of the weeds, and I'm watching it. And then all of a sudden, this very big animal comes out of the weeds. Well, it's a gray wolf because it was twice the size of the coyote. And the other thing about it is their head is real weird. When they stare at you, their eyes are very like close together. They have like a very bottle-shaped head. And I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna just yell at it. I'm like, get out of here, real mean. And it just stared at me like, are you effed in the head, girl? And it just stood there. I swear, it felt like an eternity. It was like 5 minutes staring at me. And I just kept yelling. And the smaller one, the coyote, then turned its head and trotted off. And that like got its attention where it looked where the coyote was going, and it followed it. And then I got the hell out of there. But yeah, I mean, it was scary. It's a big dog. And like I'll say this, the wolf I saw, very dominant. You know, like if you ever see a dog that is just kind of maybe a little shitty, they're kind of alpha. Their tail's very high. They're very proud looking, very like secure, themselves. That's how I was looking at me. I'm like, oh man, I shouldn't have did that.
Yeah, these are bigger than dogs. I mean, most wolves are bigger than most dogs.
But interesting fact, did you know that why our coyotes are bigger here is because all coyotes that are east of the Mississippi River have some gray wolf DNA in them because they're interbreeding.
Wow.
Because they had that up in Canada. That woman got attacked by those coyotes, and they went and killed them. And they killed the woman. These like I think it was like a pack of 4 killed that woman.
No. They said no, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Except then until they found a finger inside the one coyote.
Yeah, they found a finger in its stomach.
Because there was meat in there. They said, we can't prove this is human. Oh, well, they found a finger, and they couldn't really argue with that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't trust the coyotes either.
We have coyotes by our house.
Yeah.
So that makes me wonder. I've always thought coyotes and wolves don't intermingle. I thought if you have coyotes near you, you don't have wolves.
Go look it up. I
versa.
watched the whole documentary. All coyotes that are east. That's why, like my uncle would call like our coyotes. He call them brush wolves. But if you look at like our coyotes, they're much bigger than coyotes that are out west. All coyotes that are in Mississippi have some wolf DNA in them.
Well, I believe you. I always was told that they that if you have coyotes, you don't have wolves, and vice versa.
I don't know. No,
I was having a hard time believing this story because this kid only lives about a mile from me, And we have coyotes every night. I hear the coyotes. It's like a bunch of babies crying out in the woods, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have them all the time. And so I was having a hard time believing this story this kid just told on Facebook because we have coyotes here, and he only lives a mile away from me. But my daughter sent it to me. She's like, "You probably should know." I was
Wow.
like, well, I guess it's a good thing to know.
Yeah. They
But
are
he only lives a mile away from me, and wolves and coyotes, they follow a bigger path than a mile, I think. A bigger circle than a mile.
We have a lot of
wolves to be here.
woods, and then there's farm fields that are to the north of me. And that I've woke up like at 2 o'clock in the morning because like if the window's open, they're howling so loud. I mean, it is eerie. I mean, and they'll sound like there's 100 of them, you know, yipping and howling and stuff like that. Or you hear them when they get on something, they must have killed something, you know, and then they just go crazy. That is a little spooky.
There. One night I was sitting here, and I swear to God, the coyotes sounded like they were surrounding my house.
I've had.
That's how close they were and sounding. And I mean, it was like I just had visions of them. If I looked out the window, they would be completely surrounding my house. That's how loud they were.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I have dogs, so they're not going to get that close to my house. But
they will kill a dog if there's enough of them. They will kill a dog.
Yeah, but not you. Generally, they stay away from. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if I wouldn't have known better, I'd have thought they were right outside my house. That's how loud they were.
I got 4 dogs here, and I can tell you the coyotes are right up in my backyard. I mean, around my barn and stuff like that. And I don't have, well, I guess you could say, well, maybe they're sniffing out the birds or whatever. But I mean, I have dogs all over this property, and that doesn't stop the coyotes from coming in.
Yeah.
They're very brazen here. Jim shoots everyone he can get.
Yeah. My husband actually wants to go out and shoot some coyotes. But I didn't care for the way he said that you attract them, that you had to torture a rabbit to get a crying rabbit, get them to come out. I was like, you need to figure out another way. He's like, I ain't gonna do that. But
you don't have to torture a rabbit. I mean, you can get the recorded calls, you know, like where they have like a distressed rabbit call. It's just recording.
He was just trying to get me all upset, you know, trying to get me, poor rabbit, don't do that. He would never do that. He would never torture an animal.
You know, I never thought of it, though, but how do they get that rabbit to scream on that tape?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, boy. They probably put makeup on it.
Oh, boy.
My God.
Well, no, but you have mouth calls that mimic the same thing, too. You could have somebody working a mouth call that they record.
That's true.
You can get those.
It's a real rabbit scream.
Shut up. Because they got those predator calls. If you do those, I mean, it sounds like a rabbit.
As Vidal says soon, he's putting makeup on that rabbit.
Oh, boy.
He's a rabbit torturer.
The only problem is I don't know. Can you sell? I know coyote pelts sell, but is it illegal?
Yeah, you can shoot. There's no season on coyotes.
No, it's totally. They're a nuisance.
They're a nuisance animal.
Oh, so we can sell their pelts too, huh?
Yep.
My husband's like, no, I'm not skinning a coyote.
The ones Jim shoots, we usually just go throw them out in the woods. We don't try to skin them.
No, that's what Gary said. He said, no, it'd be like skinning my dog. No, I'm not doing it.
The first one Jim shot, I said, Jim, there's a coyote coming across the south field. He went and got the rifle, and he had the scope on. He looks at it through the scope. He goes, now you're sure this isn't somebody's dog, aren't you? I go, I know it's a coyote, and he blasted it. That's how big it was. It looked like a German Shepherd.
It looked like
mix.
a German Shepherd.
Wow.
Morning, Black Eye Joe.
And you know, you're in a hurry. I got to run, get the rifle, load it, I get the scope on it, and at that time, I really don't have any time to like look at the animal and see how it's walking or anything ever. I just got to make sure there's no horses behind it, no horses between me and it. I'm doing all that stuff. So that's why I had to ask her. I'm like, now you're sure I didn't get, other than in the scope, I'm looking at his vitals. I have not seen this whole animal to make sure it's not dog. That's why I had to ask.
We have foxes here too. They don't bother nothing. I mean, they come and they'll eat your chickens or whatever, but I mean,
These were eating my ducks.
I see foxes all the time. They're no big deal.
Yeah, we shoot foxes too if we can. They're harder to shoot because they're small.
Where Joe's at, the dingoes ate the babies. Right, Joe? The dingoes eat your babies.
I want to hear what I want to know what he says about that. We only have foxes here. No dingoes.
Oh, no, they have dingoes.
They got dingoes.
Yeah.
Nah.
Why the hell didn't the dingoes eat all those rabbits? Remember when they were having that big problem in Australia with the big rabbit overpopulation?
I don't know.
You'd have thought the dingoes would have been eating those rabbits like crazy.
Because dingoes only like babies.
I've never seen a dingo before here.
Huh.
I like Haas and Pfeffer, but I prefer baby.
Yeah.
All a dingo is a wild dog.
Yeah.
Well, but it is a type of dog. Not like it's not a feral dog. They're actually like a breed.
Coyotes are very smart. That Gypsy Sky was just saying how coyotes are very smart. Coyotes, like here, because I have woods up and then open pasture land, they learn your routine. They start learning like, okay, this is when the humans outside in the barn taking care of animals or whatever. They learn your routine that they know the optimum times to come in. They are very smart.
Mm-hmm.
I was spreading hay out in the field, and I had a mama duck that was sitting on eggs. I used to call her Musky Duck. Anyway, she would get off her nest once a day, you know, because they go to the bathroom and like go stretch their legs or whatever. She had followed me out to spread that hay. So she was like maybe 20 feet from me. I'm spreading the hay. This coyote runs out, and I'm yelling at it. I'm like, no, no, no. I'm running towards it. No, no, no. Grabs that duck and takes off on me. I'm like, you asshole. I'm chasing, yelling at it. It took that duck anyway. And I'm 20 feet from the duck. I mean, I'm a human. It should not have come in.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, usually they don't come anywhere near the humans.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Gypsy Sky says here in California, the coyotes will draw your dogs away from your house so they can pack, so that the pack can come close to your house.
Yeah.
That's
people
scary.
here with smaller breed dogs, they'll grab a small breed dog and kill it.
But like she says, what'll happen is the coyote will walk up towards the little dog and then walk away until it entices it to follow it into the woods.
Right.
But the rest of the coyotes are laying in wait on the sides, and that's when they take them out. They come in from the sides, and then they find the dog on both sides and kill it. But that's how they get them. The little yipper follows that coyote. It'll walk out a little bit and then walk back because it wants the little guy to follow him. They're diabolical. It's like that saliva, click, click, boom.
Jim Cat says I'm a fox.
Wow.
Crazy like a fox.
I hate coyotes. Only
we all have our things that we have to worry about.
I love dogs. I hate coyotes.
Now they're finally admitting that we have cougars.
I saw one last year. I mean, it was like I was coming out for an auction late at night, and one ran across the road. I'm like, Jim, what was that? Because at first I'm like, oh, it must have been a coyote. I'm like, no, it was red like a deer. And then Jim's like, no, that was a cat. And we're like, oh my God, that was a cougar. Ran across the road.
Then I saw the cat tail. The cougar's got that fat, that pretty good girth. The tail goes, and that, you know how I mean? It's not like a house cat tail. I'm like, oh my God, that thing's a cougar.
I couldn't believe it.
That cougar scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, for the longest time, the DNR was saying that, oh, we don't have cougars. You must be seeing bobcats.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Come on. A bobcat is not even close to the size of a cougar.
This is my crazy theory. I think they're planting cougars here, and they're not telling anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you why I think this. Okay, because we have all these turkeys over here. Okay, when I moved here, There were no turkeys here at all. None. And all of a sudden, I'd be like, oh, weird. There's turkeys in Conover. Oh, that's weird. Somebody must have released them. Oh, there's turkeys here. Now I got turkeys all over the place. I think and now the DNR comes out. Oh, yeah, we reintroduced turkeys up there. I think they're reintroducing them and not saying anything. And then it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, we reintroduced them.
Yeah.
It's like the Fishers.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what a fisher is. What is a fisher?
It's like a
Nasty,
giant
nasty animal.
weasel. It's like it's not as big as a wolverine, but it's the same kind of lines as a wolverine. It's a big, gigantic meat weasel.
Huh.
Yes, it did. Yes, Jim has a
so
fear of
what size is it?
too.
Is it like a raccoon size or?
No, it's longer. So it'd probably be, how tall you think a fisher would be? Like,
oh, it's like a large. It would be between the size of a medium-sized dog and a very large house cat.
Okay.
Yeah, they're real long.
So like a cocker spaniel. No, they're not that long.
They're longer than a cocker spaniel.
Because they got tail, but their body's about the size of cat candy.
Yeah.
Do they sit low to the ground?
Yeah, they run like
They're about as tall as a house cat.
Okay.
But you'll immediately recognize
a big house cat.
When it looks at you, it's got this triangular shaped head like a badger.
Oh.
Right away, you know you're not dealing with a cat. And it's got huge fangs. I mean, it's got like big dog fangs. I had one was eating ice cream on my porch, and I startled it. It was my daughter was having her birthday party, and it got the lid off the ice cream we had on the porch, one of those those 5-quart containers, and it was licking the ice cream. It looked up at me and just gave out this hiss with this ice cream covered mouth and these huge fangs. I'm like, oh my god, that ice cream is so yours. Enjoy yourself. I just backed back into the house and shut the fucking door. Good luck, whatever you are. Then I figured out I had to be a fisher. I'd never seen one that close.
Yeah, they kill your dog by eating their stomach.
It kind of looks like a little bear.
They are not.
Oh, they are mean, yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't run away. I mean, he just tilted up his head and started hissing at me with the fangs out, but he did not make one step to move away from that ice cream.
I knew somebody that had a pair of Rottweilers, and the Rottweilers chased the fisher into like this stump brush pile because they had cleared some land. And the Rottweilers went in there, and the fisher got in there up against something, and it actually cut the dog's tongue in half.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, and that's a Rottweiler. I mean, tore both of those Rottweilers up when the Rottweilers stuck their heads in there to try to get at it, and cut that one Rott's tongue in half. And I don't mean like half off. I mean like half the long way. Gave him a fork tongue.
Was it able to talk like a parrot?
I don't know.
OJ said Jim's fear of cougars comes from his bartending days.
Jim is scared of cougars, two-legged cougars too.
Those are crazy ones.
Huh. Kind of an interesting little creature.
Yeah. Well, they got a video of it killing a woodchuck. I mean, a woodchuck's a pretty decent sized animal too. I mean, it's just taking that woodchuck down.
This is all compost. This thing all these parts go together.
Oh, nice.
And that's before shipping.
Oh, cool.
And that's so.
All right.
It's $100.
Yeah.
So I'd say we got a pretty good chance of opening that. That Shawshank's got $100. She said, "What's so special?" So special.
Laurie, I paid my invoice. I'm a big whopping $6.
Oh,
Hey, that thing was-
she said her
Huh?
internet just went out.
Oh, it's my sale this morning paid for my movies.
There you go.
Nice.
Hey, Nikki, send her a message every 15 minutes reminding her to ship your.
Oh, no. And then in the message, make sure you type something like, make sure you pack this very well.
Yes, and could you gift wrap it instead of giving it to someone? Could you gift wrap it and put a ribbon on it for me? And I know I didn't pay for it, but can you use some kind of expedited shipping?
I tell her, go ahead and ship it medium, Since I didn't get the movie I wanted.
What movie did you want?
Oh, no, she's still whining about
It was like 5 movies in one, but Shawshank Redemption and The Fugitive was on it.
Oh.
And Lethal Weapon, I think, was on it too.
Oh boy. Yeah, those are good ones.
Yeah. I wanted it for Shawshank Redemption and Fugitive.
Do you have any chapstick?
Here. There's a whole bunch of You have chapstick in your black cupboard. I saw it there on the shelf.
Why is he home today?
No,
Service day.
in service school day.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, we decided we got so much spare time. We're going to start homeschooling them.
Well, no, I just was wondering what if it was weather related or something.
No, yeah, we tried to say there was school today, but it didn't work. So.
Yeah, they
Hey,
know
you know
those
what
days
in service today? I know why it is, because this weekend we have pond hockey championships here in Eagle River, which is a big deal. So then they give off this they do this 3-day weekend because it's pond hockey, I think. Oh my God. I went to the grocery store yesterday. Okay. So you have all these hockey players in the grocery store. And they're all acting like crazy. I mean, they're yelling back and forth across the store. They're like driving around on the handicap carts. They're being all like taking selfies and movies while they're acting stupid in the store. Now, you think when I'd say that I'm talking about like 20-year-old hockey bucks. I'm talking about like old people like Jim's age with gray beards and stuff doing this. I'm like, oh,
What
Lord.
the heck?
Yeah, hockey players are insane. All hockey players, I've determined is. I mean, they were old. They're like riding around in the jazzies, that the store provides, and they got like big kegs and stuff in them, acting like fools. And they're like 50 years old.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not kidding you. I've told it to Jim. I couldn't believe it. They're like yelling back and forth across and the grocery store is not like it's a tiny one. It's decent size. I mean, they're yelling back and forth across the grocery store.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Most of them are already drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you're on vacation like that, you don't come out of drunk.
No, but hockey players have a penchant to get more drunk than most other people on
I'm not
vacation.
going to go on if I go on a fishing trip or something like that, I'm not like going to go out of drunk.
Okay.
The whole idea of being on vacation is being drunk the entire time.
How do you play hockey when you're drunk?
I don't know, same way you go fishing.
Well, hockey's like you got to have some coordination. You got to be able to skate and hit a puck.
Takes an experienced liver.
Sally's got to go to bed. She's gone.
Yeah.
Sally's gone.
Yeah, I heard her snore a couple times.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's because you're sleeping.
I thought she was imitating a fisher.
Oh.
This is what a fisher sounds like.
Sally, go to bed.
I'll be right. I need
No.
more coffee.
No. Time for Betty Bye.
I don't know what they do at an in-service day. It's supposed to be the teachers are there doing work or whatever. I doubt it.
Training.
What is an in-service day, Todd? What do you do at an in-service day?
Oh God, yeah, I'd rather teach kids. You have to sit through stupid meetings, and this is how education's going to work. Oh, you mean what I've been doing the last 25 years wasn't any good? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to change and implement this new program put out by the state because the state is always perfect and they never make a mistake. And oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Believe me, teachers would rather teach than be in service.
I love that.
Because it's just mind numbing.
But anyway, our in-service, yes, the teachers are probably there doing that kind of stuff. But I will say, I know why they put it this weekend. It's because it's pond hockey weekend. Because you have like all these local families that are over hanging out on Dollar Lake for this pond hockey stuff.
The teacher can't leave the school though. Like Todd said, they're trapped.
Yeah. Beavers. Trust us, we'd rather have our kid at school today. I love them, but I mean, yeah, we'd rather have them at school.
Yeah.
Oh, we warmed up a little bit. It's only 1 below right now.
Woo! Heat wave.
We're getting there.
Oh my God. And you know, when we had the January warm up, I'm like, oh yay, maybe we're gonna have an easy rest of the winter. Maybe we'll have like an early spring. There's stuff I want to get done outside and stuff like that, and then the temperature plummets.
Yeah. Next week we're supposed to have like 30-degree weather though.
Really good.
Yeah, I think that's what we got coming. Maybe.
We're almost there. We're almost to the end of February, and then it's a lot of snow. But we're done. But March usually we don't get below 0, so we're almost there. We just get a lot of snow, which I can handle that. But it starts warming up.
Yeah, I got stuff I got to do. I would like the snow to melt away so I can do some stuff out back and that. So yeah, I can end.
I know. I got a building to put up. The minute the ground is dry enough, that freaking building is going up. I don't care what Gary says. If I have to hire somebody to do it, the freaking building's going up.
I said that I wanted to move to Kentucky. So I have these friends of mine that went with it and moved to Kentucky because I said I wanted to move there, which I think is insane, but cool. So this one person called me today and she's like, oh, so you're having a pretty hard winter. It's real cold up there. They're polar bears. I could just go right through that phone and choke her. I'm like, why are you talking to me like that? I mean, I'm not kidding. I could just if I could wrap my hands right around her throat. I mean, I'm like, because I'm here and I'm not unhappy. You know what I mean? So I make the best of it. I mean, it gets cold up here. It's what it's like here. I don't need you calling me. I don't think I could take it anymore. I'm like, it wasn't that much warmer down there. I know. Oh no, it was. I'm like, you're so full of shit. It just irritates me. I like them.
Oh, she's messaging you right now.
Yeah, she's watching me right now.
I'm sure in your voice, I'm sure she could probably tell that you weren't too happy about that. Anyway.
OJ said in the old days they would cancel school for harvest. You know, when we moved out here in the country, we knew we were in the country because we would get a newsletter saying that hunting, if the kids wanted to hunt, they would be excused from school, no problem. But then they'd also put in there, please make sure that when your kids do come to school, they don't have bullets in their jackets. You never got notes like that in town.
Actually, during rifle season here, they give them extra. They like put extra days off during rifle season because you just don't have any kids that show up to school anyway.
When I was a kid, you had to bring your hunting license in. When hunting season was over, you had to bring your license in to get the excused.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I just thought that was the funniest thing when I moved out here and we got a newsletter saying that it was totally fine for them to miss school for hunting. Just let us know if your kid's going hunting. We'll excuse it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yet, if my kid misses too many days of school being sick, I have to call up a doctor and get a note for them
Right.
to excuse them. But they're all okay with my kid missing school for hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying.
Hunting is important. It's a life skill that they need to have. So
I know, but come on.
When I got to high school, just pretty much every boy had a down vest, a trucker snapback hat, and a knife that was enclosed in like one of those leather sheaths that go on your belt, but a folder, you know, the folding knife, and everybody would have that
at school.
At school. I mean, to go somewhere without your knife was ridiculous because it was a tool.
And now kids can't have knives in school.
Ridiculous.
Oh.
Take the stabber out of population and get rid of it.
Yep.
And all the other kids can live happily.
That's right.
No stabbers
So has
allowed.
anybody tried to, when you had all these knives being carried to school, was anybody ever stabbed?
Nope. And there was fist fights between two guys who had knives on their belts.
Yeah.
You know, they get in fights, but nobody ever pulled. No one ever I don't remember anybody up here ever pulling a knife on somebody. You know, except when they got after 18. They got older.
Oh, there he answered. Okay. I was going to be like, OJ, pay attention to the chat. You're being questioned.
I grew up in West Georgia, I-20 west from Atlanta, Carrollton area. Now I live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Turtle Trader, I know you've told us this before, but where do you live? I don't remember. I have a hard time.
I think he lives
in Texas or
Oklahoma?
No, that's Charles.
Oh.
By the way, Charles, where are you? Are you here?
Yeah, I haven't seen Charles for a while.
He was sick, and then we haven't seen him.
Turtle Trader, where is he? Georgia? No, not Georgia. I don't know. I can't keep up.
Where do you live?
Yeah, help me out here. Help a girl out.
State in the country.
Yeah. North Carolina? No.
Yeah,
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Cool.
Well, you should know that, Valerie. You want to move to North Carolina.
I know.
What the heck?
I was going to say it, and I was like, no, that's not it.
Oh, boy.
And then I just started going. I just started naming them off. North Carolina. Yeah.
Triad area.
I don't know where that's at. I have no idea.
Charles messaged the other day that he was in the hospital. Oh.
Oh.
Sorry, Charles. Jeez.
Well, that's so good.
OJ says, do you come to Myrtle often like everybody else in the Raleigh area? I used to live in Cary, North Carolina. Says Sherry. In PA now.
I used to like watching. There was a show that was from Myrtle Beach, and they all lived like it was like a real life show, sort of. You know what I mean? Like what all those. And they all lived in a trailer park and stuff. And one had like a beauty salon, and then you had like the young girls are always doing naughty stuff and that.
45 minutes from Mooresville. Okay. Yeah, I'm still looking at some of the some of the places around the Mooresville area. I kind of want to live in town, but there's a lot of there's a few of those. They're just the small town. I think there's Hickory, and then there's something else. Denver is another small town, but yeah. I'm just keeping an eye out. I really don't want to live in an apartment, but I might have to go that way for a while and see what
We have a little
happens.
trailer in that park that sells merch from the show.
Yeah. That was I don't know if that show's still on anymore. It was kind of a good little show.
Okay,
Weren't the
ladies.
girls like trying to sell hot dogs or something? Didn't they have like some kind of wiener wagon and they were always getting in a fight?
Yeah.
They were always getting in a fight.
Yeah, there's a lot of drama. Yeah. What the hell was the name? And there was the black guy. Was he the grounds guy or?
Yeah.
Or he was like he was like park security. He was like the maintenance guy, but he's also like security.
Yeah, he drive around in a golf cart.
Yeah, he drive around a golf cart, and he's always trying to like calm these women down, and then
Yeah. What
these
was that
women
movie?
go, I gotta settle them down, and they just gotta learn how to behave themselves. They got no good upbringing. It was a good show. Myrtle
I can't
Beach,
remember what that show was.
Myrtle Beach Manor?
Myrtle Manor.
Myrtle Manor, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah,
Got
that
it.
shows the same. Yeah, you get
That's
those little
good.
white trash girls getting in fights and stuff. It was funny.
Oh, they quit filming it. Must not have did good enough.
I thought
I wanna tell all the ladies you guys need to watch Bad Moms Christmas. Oh my god, it is so funny. And the hot guy from This Is Us is on there. And let me tell you, he's even hotter on there. Hello. Just saying.
Oh my
I don't know which person in on This Is Us, but somebody my daughter went to high school with is on there.
This Is Us. Oh, really?
Yeah. That's my recommendation for the day for you ladies. Watch Bad Moms Christmas. You will thank me.
Yeah, if he buys that other Whammo car wash, you'd send that to his daughter in Florida, right? If he gives you that address.
Sure.
What?
Whammo car wash smugglers.
Oh,
No,
says
he bought the
YouTube.
other car and he sent it to Texas. He said, I've been
Huh.
That guy
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
says, "Damn Canada must drink a lot. Just sold 8 bottles of hangover recovery drink, $100 worth. Nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's hockey season, so yeah, there's a lot of drinking going on in Canada.
I don't know if it's still true, but there used to, on statistically, like Super Bowl weekend was like one of the biggest weekends for domestic violence.
Yeah,
Guys would get drunk and watch the Super Bowl and then beat up their wife. I mean,
yeah.
I can see that.
Yep. Yeah, everybody thought it would be like Christmas or New Year's or something. Yeah, it was Super Bowl.
well, when I used to watch football regular, I found that I felt really great if my team won, but then I wasted half the day watching football. Or my team lost and I felt really lousy and I wasted half the day watching football. So eventually I just weaned myself off it.
He was a weird football fan. He lives in Wisconsin and his team was the Buffalo Bills.
Ooh.
He was a Buffalo Bills.
I would say horrible things too. Like when a player was doing something stupid, I would yell horrible things at the screen. Things that my children shouldn't hear. Because this is my first wife. She'd be like, she'd take the kids outside or go do something with them so they wouldn't hear me cussing at the TV. So it was pretty bad. I didn't ever beat her up though during the Super Bowl though, or ever. So.
You're okay. I never beat her up during the Super Bowl. Just the other.
I never beat up any. I've had found on me a little bit. I've never beat.
Tea smoke and scan police scanner live show on YouTube. He was live Super Bowl's night, and there was so much domestic.
They're still doing it.
She's doing a YouTube show on Myrtle Manor. I'll have to check that out. I'm gonna subscribe to it.
That's crazy. Craziness. There's an echo. All right, guys. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. Hope everybody has a great day, and we will see you all later. Have a great weekend.
Bye, everybody.
Many sales to you, and we'll see you on Monday.
No.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Keep an eye on what, Nikki?
Farewell.
Keep an eye on the Reseller Squad, because when I start my Facebook auction, I'll advertise on there.
Okay. Will do. Bye, guys.